With all the medical advances, injuries are easier to fix.
Yeah, diagnoses have gone from death sentences to hope. So why are more new mothers dying during childbirth? Wait News anchor Lindsay Sablon investigates the concerning trend and what hospitals are doing to make sure our moms can take their babies home.
Jade, you want to show her how you dance? Dance, dance, dance.
This home is full of soft coos and music as Tim and Baraket Dalton-Drury settle into parenthood.
Just the way they look at you, like even when you wake them up and just change them, they're just like, they see you for the first time and they're just thrilled to be awake and see their dad.
It's obvious spending time with the family, their hearts are full. But the journey here was a scary one. Baraket's water broke when she was 33 weeks along, and what happened next was life or death.
I went to the bathroom one more time and I started feeling like something was starting to come out.
We get to the check-in room in the hospital, and instantly nurse checks my wife, and she sees a cord and she just yells, "Cord!"
The last thing I remember before everything goes dark is about 10 people hovering over me, just trying to prep me for the C-section.
Hours later, Baraket woke up. What she experienced is called a cord prolapse.
And that cord can become compressed enough that it does severely restrict the oxygen to the baby.
Can it turn deadly?
It can vary anywhere from as little as 4 to 5 minutes to maybe 8 minutes.
From the time Baraket arrived until her babies were out was 12 minutes.
And we were very fortunate that things ended up that way.
NCH is refocused on women and children's care because there's a concerning increase in the number of women dying during childbirth.
More maternal morbidity, specifically postpartum hemorrhage and hypertensive disorders.
You see that incline from 2018 to 2021 separated out by ages, the highest jump for 40 and over. But what has OBs really worried is how we compare to other developed nations. Look at these numbers released in 2020. Out of every 100,000 live births, 21 moms in the U.S. died. In Canada, it was 11, only 4 in Japan and Germany. Our numbers are on the same scale as countries with far less resources. So the next natural question, why?
Higher number of pregnancies are now high risk. The other problem is what we're now calling maternal deserts.
Collier County isn't a maternal desert, but 40% of the pregnant women NCH sees are high risk, a 25% jump in 20 years. And there's one demographic most at risk that our hospitals are closely watching.
The non-Hispanic Black population is at the highest risk.
At NCH, there is now an OB on hand at all times at their delivery hospital, so they can respond quickly to surgery if there's an emergency.
They would have to announce over the loudspeaker if there was any physician in the hospital. That could have unfortunately led to delays that with babies, minutes count.
Those 12 minutes were everything for this family. Not only is mom okay, after a relatively short stint in the NICU, these 4-month-old twins are doing great.
I get emotional thinking about it because they did such an amazing job.
Yeah.
And they gave us 2 beautiful, healthy girls to take home.
Home and adjusting to a family of 4 as it should be.
And having the NICU at the same hospital was critical for Baraket because she could see her twins while she was still recovering. And look here, they have these cameras that are attached to the bed. So even when parents have to leave the hospital, they can still watch their newborns. Back to you.
Wow, that's terrific, and we're so happy that beautiful family's home. Premature birth rates are also on the rise in the U.S. Each year, NCH's NICU takes care of 550 babies. This weekend is their hospital ball, and they're raising money for women's and children's programs. Lindsay is the MC, and our partners at Gulf Shore Life are the sponsors.